That's right, it's Aaron Morstead, and yep, we are finally in Lexington. That's right, we're in my hunting area here on the property in Lexington, Oklahoma, and it has grown over really bad, and we got to get our tractor out here and start brush hogging this thing because it's ugly. But I'm out here finally. I got to set up my game cameras, and I got to get my feeders up and running. And freaking Walmart had 0 batteries, so hopefully my batteries are still good. One should be. The other one, I ain't so sure. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the OG. Just actually came through here and bumped about several deer. They took off running. There's a feeder right there. And that tree right back over here, right there, that one right there, is when I will put my camera on and get the feeders rocking and rolling. I know a lot of people don't like that. I think a lot of people think it baiting deer and blah, blah, blah. But hey, guess what? Nobody holds a gun to their head and tells them to come. And I know that kind of sounds rude, but you know, it is what it is. So stay tuned. I'm going to fill this sucker up and see if it works. Hopefully. Here we go. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is put out trophy rock. That's the one thing that I wish I had kept out here is the mineral lick. And yeah, I did not. And I feel stupid because these deer need it, and we got to make sure that we take care of them. That way they're healing properly. And I'm getting dropped on. Yes, we're in between rainstorms, so I'm going to try and make this quick. So hang in there. All right, everybody. Anyway. So, trail cam holder, okay? And because I've learned one thing is the stupid straps and the bungee cords and stuff that you put on them, the squirrels like to eat through them. Hang on, got a damn spider eating me. Jerk. Anyway, so we're gonna put it on this tree and it's gonna overlook the feeder, which I'm gonna have to replace the battery because the battery's dead. That's grand, which means the other one's probably dead too. So that means I'm gonna have to hurry up and get back out here and or else that corn is gonna mold. Don't need that molding. I need it moving and shooting. So anyway, I'm gonna put this thing on this tree and show it, get it going. So all right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll explain that. Yes, that is a cellular camera, but no, because it's the wrong kind of cellular camera for my cell phone. It's a Verizon. My adopted daughter's grandpa bought me 2 of those cameras, and they were both Verizon, and I don't have Verizon, I have AT&T. So, can't use it as a cellular camera. However, it's a stinking nice camera, though. It takes great pictures. But, oh well, such is life. Anywho, off to the next section, and hopefully that one will be working soon. Hopefully it's just that it was unplugged because stupid squirrels and crap like to hang on it and unplugged it. Hopefully that's what that is, and that's why it's not running. So anyway, we'll see. I'm gonna keep tinkering with it, and we'll from there. Let's take a walk with me real quick. I want to show you something. So that feeder is about 20 yards, 25 yards. And I have taken 40-yard shots from this exact tree. But this year, I'm not sure I'm going to be hunting out of trees because I fell out of a couple of them and it wasn't fun. But check it out. That tree stand right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I call the OG. I have had that thing in that tree for 10 years now. And it overlooks all that. Now, that cedar tree right there is the one last year I shot my buck out of with my rifle from 70 yards away. And I was sitting back there. So, pretty cool. And I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put this year. I'm gonna put a ground blind in. And no, right now I'm not worried about leaving my stink around and stuff because it'll all wash away because of the rain. So I ain't worried about it. But I'm gonna show you right where I'm gonna put my ground blind. And right now it's so grown over that you can't hardly see it. Right back in there is a huge monster cedar tree overlooking that. Okay, so you see all these oaks and stuff? I'm gonna have to shoot through that. Oh, and by the way, we had a hard freeze. What do you not see on that oak? Because there should be acorns growing on that sucker, and they're not. So I'm gonna walk over here and I'll show you the actual cedar tree that I'm gonna be shooting at. Look at it. That's a nice path. I ain't so sure I want to put it there now. All right, there it is, the cedar tree. But it looks like they're actually using that as a travel route. We may not do that. That would be stupid. We may put that ground blind somewhere else. All right, y'all, we're back at the property, and battery's dead because you know, it's old. You got to change them out every once in a while, I think. But my charger was broke because, again, like I said, stupid raccoons are hanging off of it. But anyway, if you remember, this is the original, or as we like to call it, the OG. This is my very first stand of coming out in this property. It's about 10 years. If you remember, I said my tree stands up there. Well, look at the wide open field. And I'm gonna tell you, most people would say, well, you get does in there, but you ain't getting no bucks coming in that area because it's too open. Well, guess what? Where the does are, the buck are. And I've had buck following me in. Just couldn't get them to stop and get a good clean shot at them, but I've had them come in. So I know better. I know what the OG does. This is why I have it here, and this is why I've always had it here, and I haven't changed hardly anything in this thing. So mind your business. No, just kidding. Stay tuned. We'll be at Gray's place, and I'll show you that one, y'all. And this is Gray's place. My son Grayson picked this one out all by himself. Believe it or not, back there on the other side of that dam, right there, on the other side of that dam, there is a very small pond that the deer like to play in. And I've had a few of them come through there, and yeah, it was pretty cool. But it goes back that way. There's the neighbor's fence line is back about 20-30 yards on the other side of those trees, and they just come back and forth. And so, and that weak looking thing right there standing up, believe it or not, is got a T-post tied to it, if you can see it, but it's got my camera on it. Works fine just for that, but not for anything else, just saying. Anyway, so had to upgrade my feeder, had to put a solar panel on it, got it screwed in nice and tight, that way the stupid raccoons don't rip it off like they did the other one. I had to put a new motor. The old motor burned up. I kind of knew it was coming, so got a new fancy schmancy one with a solar panel and a rechargeable battery, and that thing's chunking and it hurts. Yeah, it hurts. I got peppered pretty good. So anyway, stay tuned. I'm gonna go to the other side of that small pond, and I'm gonna set up a camera on the other side just to kind of see the travel routes and what's on that pond and stuff like that, because I may put a ground blind over there, catch them moving in here, and just save this spot right here for during the rut, because this is just a little bowl and a bunch of oaks. And of course, Oklahoma and Texas, we had a really weird, funky, hard freeze this last spring, and we're not seeing much of any of acorns. And these are all white oaks. I don't know what species they are. I know there's some blackjack, but for the most part, they're white oaks. So I'll show you my stand here in a minute. Check it out. That tree right there. my tree stand is sitting in. I love that tree stand. And that tree is the one Grayson picked, believe it or not. He picked that. And I have a 40-yard shot, 30-yard, and a 20, and all around. It's a pretty sweet little setup. He has a good eye. Like I said, yeah, I'm gonna go over to the other side to the small pond, and then I'll pick you up there. And yes, as you can see, it's 10:15, and it's already 90 degrees and about 70% humidity, 65-70% humidity today. Freaking hot. Here we go. Literally just on the other side of this tree line right here is Grayson's place. And back that way on the other side of that wood pile, the road comes in from back there. And as you can see where my truck, I came in here, walk up here, and I walk over here, and immediately we got deer poop and deer walking through here, all through this. There's a trail right here. I don't know if you can see that. And going to the pond, there's a bunch of them just skirting everywhere. And I did some cutting. I cut this big old hole out right here, and I don't know if you can see that or not because of the shading and the light and stuff, but there's a hole there I cut and brushed it up to put a ground line in. And then we'll walk this way. I don't know if you can see the pond through. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a pond in there. And there's my game camera to take pictures of everything, because I mean there's trails coming in through here. I mean the trails go all the way down here to the pond. Try not to fall on my butt because that'll happen. There's a small pond, and there's tracks all over that pond. And I don't want to get my stink on it, even though I do use, I've already started doing odorless showers. I've already started doing spraying my boots and my clothes and stuff when I come to work. But still, when you sweat like I am now, you're going to leave your stink. So you want to leave it as little stink as possible, and give it a couple days so it'll do its thing and go away. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Gray's place, and this is my property out in Lexington that I hunt. I got 3 areas, 2 original areas that work amazingly. I have killed multiple deer out of both of those areas, and now I plan to do a fresh and a new. I plan to do fresh in a new area. That way I'm not always constantly hunting the same spots, because believe it or not, that will hurt you. So I know that's a lot of crazy, but guys, if you want to be successful, you got to work hard at it, and you got to do what you got to do to win. And in this case, to put food on the table and feed your family. So if you like what you see, hit your thumbs up. If you like what you see and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and a little bell for notifications. That way you get all my videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it was long. I'm going to cut it down as much as I can. Here we go. Love you guys. Let's do this.